Alright, cool.
It's been like
Live?
12 days, and my Valentine's mod already has 1.6 thousand views.
Hey, good shit.
I wonder
Good
why.
shit.
The ending.
Maybe I should add that to my to-do list for tomorrow as well.
I've been ballsy with how I write my mods.
Yeah.
I'm going down the intimacy territory because I'm getting at that age where I like mature themes because I've watched too much mature shit.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Deadpool. Let's see, Deadpool, The Walking Dead, stuff like that. So I want to expand my horizons, which I have been doing for the last 2 months.
Yep, understandable. Suspicious, Anthony, how are you guys doing tonight?
1, 2, 3.
Sandy is
Oh,
here
it's
with us
this
in
song.
spirit, in chat tonight. Hopefully.
He's here with us in spirit.
Yeah, because he's got to get up early in the morning.
And my fingers will join him if they don't die from the end of this song.
Yep, my boy Zach here's playing a rhythm game.
Yes,
Something I wish
and
I
it
was
is
good
free.
at, but I'm just not.
Speaking of, you still haven't played DDTO.
Which one?
DDTO, Doki Doki Takeover.
Oh, you meant that. That's what I thought you meant, but I wanted to be sure. Yeah, I haven't played the update to that. Plus update.
You need to.
Maybe
It's got
someday.
Vigilante in it.
Oh, that's a nice reference.
It's a little costume. It's even got Blue Skies in it.
Yeah, sounds like they included some pretty well-known stuff.
Yep.
Very
Come
cool.
on!
So it's been a bit since I went live, since that Moon game where I fell just short of round 100. And quite a bit has happened in that time. For one, my boys, my hockey boys, their playoff hopes are basically dead. They were brutally murdered at the hands of Nashville.
Nashville, Tennessee. Fuck, I missed him out. Damn it, Ben. Nashville got me distracted.
My bad.
I'm just fucking with you. It's not that bad. I already have a 99%.
Yep.
It only was like 3 notes, so it's fine.
Also, my schedule after next week is getting fucked up because our night manager is going on vacation. So my schedule's getting all changed around because I'm gonna be on the overnights in his place.
Bruh.
So yeah, next week there's gonna not next week, but after next week there's gonna be significantly less stuff because of that. That's why I'm like, okay, I need to try and get some shit done this week. Does it? Oh yeah, it's echoing through Zach's mic.
What?
Oreo said my voice has an echo. Hopefully
it's 'cause
that's
of my
better.
microphone.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's not the end of the world, but it's just weird.
I can just I can just do this.
I guess, yeah.
That's why I spent $60 on a controller with a mute button.
Yeah, I wouldn't know either, Imprudent. But that is what I have heard from my man Brad. That is what I have been told, that Natsuki's and Yuri's routes are just not comparable to Sayori's route in this mod. Like, there's a reason that's what gets talked about the most. And I'm curious. I'm curious why that is. I am a curious fellow, so I want to find out why that is.
I'm just gonna tell you this, Natsuki's route shouldn't really be the played route out of the three. I'm just gonna be straight up. Like if you were playing this blind and you pick Natsuki first, you're gonna have a very bad time.
Is that right?
Yes, so that's mainly why people wanted the Sayori route first for your playthrough.
Yeah, that's probably why I got so many people saying do Sayori route first.
Because it's the best route of the three, so...
Yeah. That's why I think that was the most requested one first.
And the second is Yuri's, the third is Natsuki's. Because people back then didn't like Natsuki. And so they ridiculed her character by writing her in mods such as exit music.
Uh-huh. This feels blasphemous. I am posting that I am doing a Natsuki Rod playthrough in a server for a Monica mod. That feels blasphemous. You know? Like, something about that just don't feel right.
Blind.
Yeah. Also, the guys working on the Undercurrents mod posted a new demo.
I don't follow mods that much, except for the ones that use my shit.
Ah, understandable.
Because if they use my
I
shit
just have
without
too
credits,
many mods I'm following. Several mods that I need to wrap up playthroughs for so that I can move on to other shit. Because, yeah, I think that's contributing to why I've been feeling burned out on mod stuff. Just so many playthroughs I have going right now. I gotta wrap some of them up. That's why I want to get through some mods that I haven't touched in 2 months, like Salvation and World of Dreams.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I want to wrap these up so I can not feel guilty about moving on to other mods that I want to play that look cool.
I just want you to get World of Dreams finished so I don't have to see it every time you stream.
Yeah, I haven't been super motivated to play that one, because, like... I thought Act 2 was, like, alright so far, but it is a far cry from what Act 1 was like.
Act 1 was fine. It's not Blue Skies. Blue Skies is the best mod, in my personal opinion, to ever come out of DLC modding. It's got so much work put into it that even if it's years old, it still reigns supreme.
I'm not sure I agree with that, but my opinion of this mod was definitely improved after seeing the ending of Sayori Route. Like after seeing that and the bad ending, like I understand why people hold it in such high regard. Can I just say I am still shook by the fucking turnaround on just how absurd the bad ending for Sayori Route got. Like, I thought it would be bad, don't get me wrong, but I did not expect it to be that hard of a turnaround, you know? Imprudent says you're starting to see the faults in World of Dreams' writing.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't.
There's more faults in World of Dreams' writing than there is in an average baseball game.
That's an incredible analogy. Yeah,
Wait,
I don't know.
If I can compare World of Dreams writing to anything, it'd be the new Megamind movie.
Oh, you mean the sequel or the TV show or whatever it is they're working on?
Yeah, the sequel.
Yeah, dude, I have not watched the trailers for that because it's like the music from Sonic 3 that they replaced in Origins. I refuse to listen to it because I don't want to ruin what I have in my mind of what those were. It's the same with Megamind. Like, I have just heard nothing good about the new Megamind stuff. So I am just avoiding it like the plague. I don't even want to see it. I don't want to ruin my impression of Megamind from the Megamind, the actual good one.
Dude, so
I don't want to ruin it.
In that sense, Penguin Zero, Charlie.
Yeah, I know.
Best YouTubers
I know who
on
he
this
is.
platform posted a video about that, and I responded in one of my in the DDL in the DokuTuber server where that was posted, and I said, "Man, this movie must really be bad if Charlie did a title correctly for it."
Oh, he made like an actual title? That wasn't just...
Yeah, he did. He
followed
the title format. He actually followed the title format.
That's how you know he means business, when he does an actual title. Holy shit. Oh, that's crazy.
The worst movie of all time came out. That's the title. The worst sequel of all time. Fucking hilarious. Right. I love him. He's such a good dude.
Dude, one of my favorite clips that I stumbled across of his a while back was when a bunch of streamers did a chess event I found out a few years ago. And he played
boxing.
And he played XQC in that tournament, and he beat him in 6 moves.
Bruh.
Yeah, Charlie beat XQC in 6 fucking moves. It was great. If you haven't seen the clip, look it up. His celebration is hilarious.
This is why Charlie's the GOAT from Florida.
Yep, Florida man. Anywho.
I'm sorry to be that guy.
Yeah, I think since we want to do Natsuki route, we want to do...
And I'm sorry to be that guy, but he's a fucking imbecile, you absolute buffoon. What you have there is not mags. It's not clips. These are mags. They're mags, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also pulls out a fucking AK-47, a mag. Stop saying clips, you look fucking stupid here.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for the gun analogy lesson.
Oh no, you're fine. I think since we're starting a new route, we want to go back here to the first poem minigame.
Also, holy shit, Lego is putting in work into Fortnite right now.
Oh, what are they making?
They're making actual, like, separate maps for the game mode, like creative.
Oh, really?
That's gonna get monetized to shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Lego's huge.
Lego. Fortnite.
Yep, I've got a buddy at work that's really into Lego stuff. And he plays Fortnite with his cousin, so...
Tell him
he'll be really into that. That's like dream come true for him.
I'm pretty sure he already is grinding Lego Fortnite right now.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Alright, so we want to make sure to get Natsuki route. Yep, strawberry.
It's like playing Lego Worlds all over again.
It's funny that the first word was strawberry because of my upcoming Celeste stream on Sunday. Oh, I am ready to feel the rage once again with that game. Like, oh my god. Yeah, Socks is Natsuki. Let's see, hair. Heartbeat sounds like Sayori.
Natsuki's words are obvious. Email.
Yep, hair. Vibrant. Philosophy. Well, I picked hair, and that was Natsuki. That's what you were worried about. Let's see. Pleasure sounds like Yuri. Vibrant. I'm thinking either Vibrant or Awesome. Let's try it. Nope, Awesome is Sayori. Should have guessed. I know Hop, though. Let's see. Vanilla. Vanilla is Naki. Let's see. Cheats. Eternity. Effulgent. Despise. Shame.
Oh, that is such a... That is
sound
so
like Yuri.
cool.
What happened?
That is so cool. When you, little Lego Fortnite map that Lego made themselves. The Wilhelm screenplays.
That's incredible. Oh, I see Caleb's here. He said cheeks. Well, I picked swimsuit and it still works. Cheeks, but in your context. I don't know if I want to know what your context is, man. Oh, what's new, dude? You looking forward to Aokana tomorrow? Yeah, Valentine should be Natsuki. Be clapping to cheeks. No! Oreo, stop it. God damn it. Thinking of my cheeks. No! Monica, stop blessing that idea. No! No!
I'll be back at the take a piss.
Sounds good, my man. Submit? No! I do not submit easy. Yep, cute is Natki. Also, I didn't say it, but what's up, Onyx? What's new with you? Yep, Scarf is Natki. Fluffy is Natki. Lily, color, misery. Nope, play is Sayori. Yeah, boop is Natki. Yes, it was imprudent. Let's see, Jumpy, that's Natki. Yep, Twirl is Natki. Jump is Natki. Anime, definitely Natki. And Giddy, it's definitely Natki. Alright, so I've got 18 out of 20. And let's see. We don't have skip unseen text. So we're not really going to look at much of the Act 1 stuff. I'm kind of just going to skip around. So, unless we see some unseen text, we're going to skip around. No, don't even go there, Onyx. Alright, now we're at some Natsuki Route exclusive stuff. Ah! I hear a sigh from the closet, presumably from Natsuki. No! You can't make me! Sounds like she's annoyed by something. I approach her, curious. Hey, something wrong over here? Freaking Monica! She moved my stuff again! I spent all this time organizing my collection, and she comes in and ruins it. First world problems, am I right? As she complains, Natsuki carefully slides boxes and stacks of books across the shelf. Once they're in an orderly fashion, she turns around to face me. Hey, do you have my manga? Oh yeah, here, let me get it. I quickly retrieve the book Natsuki lent me yesterday and hand it to her. She examines the cover and the pages, looking for any sort of damage. Gotta scan for creases. After finding nothing, she slides the novel into its rightful place in one of the boxes. Told you I'd take care of my manga. Yeah, don't let it get to your head. Jeez, settle down, Natsuki. I'm gonna turn that down. Why are you fighting me like a ghetto dude from Chicago? Also, what would I even be doing in Chicago? Like, come on, man. You know me. Anywho, you still need to pass the quiz before we can start the next one. Wait, you were serious? What, you thought I was joking? Here at the Literature Club, we take reading very seriously. Now, sit down and get ready. Alright. I sit down at a desk while Natsuki sits parallel from me. Okay, first question. Which girl ends up falling down the stairs in Chapter 7? I didn't really get that far. The expression that comes over Natsuki's face honestly scares me a little. Oh, you should not have admitted that. What? How did you not finish? The first volume is like the shortest one out of all of them. I'm sorry. Maybe should have mentioned that when you handed it back to her, maybe? Just a thought. I was working on my poem for most of the night. I didn't have time to read it. Natsuki's expression changes from that of anger to disbelief. Your poem? Yeah, I put some effort into it. She eyeballs me suspiciously before heaving a sigh. Oh, fine. I guess we can read it here. Your poem better be really good. Yeah. I have little experience with writing in general, much less poems. So I fear that Natsuki will only get angry with me once she sees my lackluster writing abilities. That's a problem we'll deal with later. Monica, stop encouraging them. I do not approve of this. Right now, I have to finish Volume 1 of Parfait Girls. Natsuki heads to the closet to retrieve the novel once again. She comes back, manga in hand, and points to the floor. We're gonna sit there. What? Why, though? Because it's a lot easier than trying to read in chairs. Bet. That doesn't really make any sense. Life doesn't make any sense. Just do it, okay? No need to argue over every little thing. Just do what she asks, boy. I wasn't, I stopped myself short when I realized I'm probably just getting on Natsuki's nerves. No, that's what she wants you to do. If possible, I'd like to try and avoid making her angry today. Alright. Base game CGs. Life is like a PowerPoint. You lick it and you're dead. At first, I was gonna be like, how do you lick a PowerPoint? But, you didn't mean, like, you know, a PowerPoint presentation. You meant, like, you know, actual power. Like electricity. Okay. Yeah, don't lick your, like, outlets and shit.
The warden in Minecraft is like Dad. Wake him up, and he'll hit you.
Yeah, Caleb said life is like a PowerPoint. You lick it and you're dead. Or as Imprudent put it, you put a fork in it, you're also dead. I sit down next to Natsuki while she hands me the novel. I flip open to the part where I left off, but Natsuki speaks up before I can begin. You only got that far? Well, I may have watched some anime last night, too. What about Blue? Natsuki furrows her eyebrows at me. There's no blue on this layout. Not, except for the logo. It's not fucking gray. I quickly start reading as to avoid another scolding. Still, does this have, like, an overarching plot of some sort? Of course it does, dummy. What, you think I don't have good taste? I have standards, you know. Nobody was saying that. Hey, I never said I didn't think you had good taste. It's just, nothing's really happened yet. It's just one-off stories so far. Side stories, excuse me. But that's just to help you get to know the characters. Like the chapter where they're at the shopping mall, it gives you a better idea of what each girl likes and doesn't like. There is an overarching plot, but the first volume is more like an introduction to the characters. I've read the entire series, so I do know what happens. Alright, I guess I'll take your word for it. You sure do like this series, don't you? Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I can see why. It does have a lot of baking in it. It does, yeah. Coincidence? I think not! Why? Why are you going to put that in an electrical socket? That sounds painful. Like, how the hell are you gonna make that feasible? Also, what's up? Sansy made it. Sansy in the chat. What's up, my man? It's a shame you weren't able to make it to the live chat tonight. Imprudent, like, I know that, but I didn't want to say it. I was trying to be nice, okay? No, it's all good, man. You did say you have to wake up early tomorrow, so we understand. Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't start baking just because of this manga. Yes, you did. Don't worry, I believe you. Not. Oh, he's in on it. I love it. Our boy's in on it. He's in on the tsundere shtick. Well, I guess that at least explains Natsuki's interest in baking. So, Sansy, what's new? She is really good at it, though. So it's not like it's a bad thing. We continue on reading for a while before I reach the end of the novel. As I close the book, Natsuki snatches it from my hands and heads for the closet. Nothing really? Yeah, same here. Pretty much just working. Either, my day job or Pokemon stuff. You ate a wings, then a Caesar salad. I found 2 whole boxes of shiny Voltorb with the Outbreak event. So, bam! She places the novel in its rightful spot, then digs around for the second volume. So, did you enjoy it? Yeah, I did, actually. It's a bit slow right now, but if what you say is true, it'll start getting good in the second volume. We can only hope. Speaking of which, Natsuki proudly holds up volume number 2. Let's get started! Wait, okay everyone. It's time to share poems. If that isn't good timing, I don't know what is. Or as the mod says, I don't know what it is. Ugh, seriously? We were just about to start the second one! Well, you can always read it tomorrow, can't you? Normal Monica Sprite. No, I will not stop inhaling. I will not stop inhaling opium, Monica. Shush! Stop giving me that look. Stop giving me that look. Yes, grammar Gopher. I mean, it kind of makes sense. But yeah. Fine. Natsuki, defeated, puts her manga back in the closet and retrieves her poem. Lack of transition. That's the thing. I grabbed mine from my bag as well. By the way, you did remember to write a poem, right? Don't worry, I'm not that much of a slacker. Alright, we're gonna skip ahead a bit. We're back on main route territory. We'll start with Natsuki. This is Natsuki route, after all. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. Just jumped ship from someone who's playing the game for the first time. We're doing pretty good over here, Marshall. How are you doing tonight? I'm pretty well seasoned with mods. I've played quite a lot of them on this channel, so... Caleb, why are you going to consume Sansy's flesh? Should I be concerned? It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. You've had a long day at work. I can understand, but still. I guess. Earth to Natsuki? What? Hey, don't make it seem like I'm spacing out. Hey, that's my job anyway. I'm the one that's supposed to space out here. Okay, let's start with what I don't like. First of all, She rereads the poem again. Tag team cannibalism? Oh no, what have you done? What have y'all done in chat? Why are you ganging up on my boy Sansy like that? Come on. Actually, never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. She doesn't want to admit it. What's the point in sharing at all? Don't literature clubs, like, share constructive criticism or something? They're supposed to. No, it's just... She fails to come back with a follow-up. Yeah, at this point it's like a compliment almost, Sansy. His arm looks rather tasty. He is a scrumptious man. What the hell are you guys doing in chat? I have no idea what's going on over there anymore. She's obviously uncomfortable about something. From what I've seen, it's certainly not giving out criticism. The brain rot is infectious. Sure is. Hey, this is my first time sharing poems too, you know. It's a bit uncomforting for all of us, yeah, but we should still try and help each other. It's not that. I feel more comfortable if your poem was really bad. Could be like, not that bad, but here's what the work of a real poet looks like. So you just want to show off. But... Oh... I understand what she means now. She's uncomfortable because she liked my poem and doesn't know how to compliment me. Yeah, Natsuki's never really been about that stuff, has she?
No.
That's not really her thing. It's just not how Natsuki works. Caleb, imprudent, stop trying to cannibalize Sansy. Nat has just been a little in her own head. Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, I know, this is our stream zone, but still, what the hell? Oh, if Sansy's okay with it, fine. Okay. Well, if Sansy's okay with it, then that's fine.
What the fuck?
I get what you mean. Natsuki looks relieved at my statement. Can I see your poem now? Ah, fine. Only because Monika's gonna make me either way. Yeah, this is the Natsuki route poem. I'm not used to seeing it. Yeah, Onyx, I don't know either. Sometimes, some folks are winners, some only lose. So, yep, written just like Journey. Some are go-getters, some only cruise. Sometimes we try hard and give it our all. Sometimes we give up. What else can we do? I can relate to that one with that 7-star Venusaur I've been trying to beat on Scarlet and Violet. But, like, for real, I thought about using a Gliscor against it at work, only to realize that Gliscor is a fucking version exclusive that I don't have. It's like, fuck! That 7-star raid is just brutal. No, don't make that the Stream Zone's new motto. I do not approve of that. Told you you'd hate it. Actually, I do like it. What? Don't just say it's good because I'm a girl. Be honest. What? It has nothing to do with you being a girl. I genuinely like the poem. Really? Yeah, it's simple, but pretty effective. Finally, someone who gets it! People in high school think poetry has to be so formal and vague. But they don't realize that simple writing is just as effective, if not more. The reader shouldn't have to search for the meaning, that's just stupid. Depends on who you ask. Sometimes people like searching for things. Besides, the simpler the writing, the more emphasis on wordplay. Why do you have an LMG? Like how I made most of the lines start with some. Yeah, I noticed that. Made the last couplets seem more powerful. Yes, that's exactly what I was going for. Well, good job then. Ha! Didn't expect that from the youngest of the club, did ya? Guess not. Alright, let's do Sior next. You said this is your first poem, right? Yeah. Why? It impressed me. Especially for your first poem. Maybe this really is the place for you. Come on, it's not that good. It's not like I'm used to writing poems or anything. But thanks, I guess. Don't be so hard on yourself, Ben. Everyone has to start from somewhere. That they do. I was gonna say, get over here. Yeah, I got some more shit to pick up tomorrow. I meant to pick up more tissues tonight, because I'm almost out, but guess who forgot to get that? You're already off to a good start. Anyway, I guess I can show you mine now. Don't expect too much, though. I'm not very good at this. Only one way to find out. Hey, that's my line. Yep, dear sunshine. Ugh, excuse me. God damn it, Caleb! God damn it!
What?
Look what he did to the server.
What did he do now?
Just look. Well, what did you think?
What the fuck did your
I
dumbass
hesitate
do?
as I answer. It's not that it was a bad poem. In fact, it was great. I'm just really inexperienced with poetry, especially feedback. It's really you. What's that supposed to mean? As in, the poem just really reminds me of you. Makes me feel really good inside, as Sayori often does with her writing. Really?
What did he do?
When I'll be waiting for you to notice it.
Can you change it?
The only hint I will give.
I found it.
I was gonna say. There you go. Yeah, I was gonna say. Remember what we did during the Steins Gate playthrough every Saturday? It had to do with that. Oh yeah, he did change it back. Still, I saw it though. I saw. I had no idea what to expect, as this is my first time reading your poetry. The way it was written, I don't know, it just feels really wholesome and cheery. Like you are. I also really like that last line. Trust you of all people to include breakfast in their poems. Hey, I was eating it when I She stopped speaking immediately, as if she accidentally let something slip. Oh, so you wrote the poem this morning. Huh? No. Well, maybe. I forgot to write it last night. Well, at least you know where your inspiration comes from. Eggs and toast. Yep. Yes, it does. Well, I suppose if it sounds silly but it works, then it isn't silly. Man, that's a great line to quote out of context.
I got another subscriber.
Hey!
I've been getting a lot of subscribers recently for some weird reason.
Take it as a sign. Either way, thanks for showing me your poem, Sayori. It's really good. I'm happy you think so. Anyway, next time I won't forget. Tomorrow's poem will be even better. I'm gonna hold you to that. Take it as the choice of Steins Gate.
It's been 6 days, and I've gotten fucking 18 subscribers.
Hey, good shit. Looks like Monica's is unchanged to start, but let's see. Hi, Ben. Hope you've been enjoying your time here. Yeah, definitely. Probably sound like a broken record by now, but everyone's been really welcoming. Well, a broken record isn't so bad when it plays something so nice. I suppose you have a point. Also... regular Sprite. I guess so. Anyway, since you're new and everything...
Breathe in the copium.
Feel free to bring up any questions or concerns you might have. It's my duty as president to make sure that everything is perfect. Even myself. I'd have to say that you've been doing a good job of that already. Not that I'll ever have anything to complain about. Either way, I'm always open to new suggestions for the club as well. So don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Yeah, alright. I'll keep that in mind. She says that...
I think the most annoying part in modding is trying to fix the line for MPT.
Ah.
The line you see when the sprites on screen, like under the chin and like half in the body. Cause let me tell you, 67 sprites. You know, the person I was talking about earlier.
Uh-huh.
And how I'm grinding Fortnite with him. His sprites took me 3 hours to actually fix.
Oh, for like MPT to use in mods and stuff?
Yes.
Damn, that's a while.
Yeah, that's how bad it was.
That's crazy.
It's because he had 2 separate outfits.
That explains a lot about where the sprites came from. MPT wasn't always stable, Caleb says.
Yeah, it's not always.
Yep, I've thought about
stable.
picking up MPT to use for like thumbnails and stuff.
You'd have to find like different characters and shit.
Yep, I'd have to figure out how to use it and shit. It would just be nice. It would just be a nice thing to have.
Hey, I use
Caleb
it for my
says don't.
thumbnails too.
What? What makes you say that, Caleb?
I use it for my thumbnails too. That's how I do the sprites of my thumbnails.
Yeah, what I find is that it's just harder to find stuff to use in the mod files. So I'm kind of thinking about learning how to use it. Bias against pricks, mostly, but you do you. Touche, I guess. Just grab the individual PNGs and put them through an image editor.
Yeah, but then you'd have to cut out the mouths, then repaste the sprites.
Yeah.
Reorganize them.
Like, I've done that for a few thumbnails, just, you know, meshing a few pieces of a sprite together and, you know, sizing them all up. That is very tedious work, though.
I've got a program that's free and also very known that does it for you, where you just drag and drop the images and it aligns them perfectly if they're in the right dimension.
Is that?
GIMP.
GIMP. I've heard of that before. I'll have to look into that after tonight's stream. Massive Flex uses MS Paint.
It's what I use to cut my sprites and also do like edits to sprites because I've muscle memory the keybinds to it.
Yeah, I guess I'll make a note of that. She says that, but it's really going to be a bit intimidating to try to criticize Monica of all people.
Some of the features you need to look up a tutorial for in order to do them, but most of it's easy to use.
There we go, GIMP. Just writing that in my note document for later. Just free Photoshop minus the GIF feature. Yeah. I've got other ways of making GIFs.
And for like my blurs that I use for my thumbnails. And for coloring stuff instead of cutting it, I use paint.net in order to do that because there's 2 keybinds that are really easy to swap through, pencil and the pick color tool, which are K and P, and they're literally right next to each other. So for like doing 1 pixel like coloring for line fixing for MPT, I just do PK all the way down.
Very handy.
To fix the sprite.
One of the other girls would probably say something before I ever needed to. Paint.net is really fucking useful for freeware editing software. I'll make a note of that too, check that out. Because one thing I want to start working on eventually, and I've talked about this a few times now, is putting together some kind of compilation for all of those chess games that I post every week in the gaming chat. I've got fucking like 36 of them that I want to put together into some kind of video. So let's see. There. Write that down as well. It's like a slimmed down version of Photoshop. Yeah, maybe I can do that with some of these off days I've got coming up as well. Look into some of this shit. Of course, all of that's gonna have to come after I figure out how to beat that fucking Venusaur raid. Like, I am not going to be able to sleep until I beat that fucking thing. Natsuki definitely would. Now that that's out of the way, feel like sharing your poem with me? I mean, I don't really have a choice in the matter now, do I? You shouldn't be thinking like that. Yeah, I was just joking. Kinda. It's alright, Ben. I get that it's probably really awkward for you to share a creative work when you're just a beginner. Especially since the rest of us have a bit more of experience than you do. That's an understatement. Don't worry though, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know? I don't think many people out there share their poetry on a regular basis. But it's the sort of thing that you get used to pretty quickly once you get it over with. Yeah, that's true. I hand my poem over with a sigh. Don't grade me too harshly. You'll be fine. What the fuck are you talking about? You barely sleep to begin with? Yes, this is true. It is rare that I get a full 8 hours of sleep. Like, I think most I get on a daily basis is 5 to 6 hours. That's usually enough for me. Today was definitely a 5-hour day. I did not fall asleep until, like, sometime after 6. That is so bad. There's a Krita to GIMP plugin. Krita is good for doing art. What exactly can you do with Krita? Stays up till 4 in the morning on high rounds. When I want to do high rounds. And just so you're aware, Caleb, I was very much thinking about doing one with all the off days I have coming up. Because, believe me, it's so tempting. It's so fucking tempting. More of an artist program than an image editing? Fair. I watch nervously as she quickly scans through my poem. It's a nice poem, Ben. Huh? You think? Although I'd have to say, it's a lot cuter than something I would have expected out of you. Is that bad? No, of course not. It's just something that I would have thought Natsuki would write, for instance. She's a good writer, so you should take that as a compliment. I see. No, I guess I was in a cutesy sort of mood or something. Why isn't what appearing? Are you trying to send a link, Imprudence? So you have a cute side as well? Well, someone was trying to say! What if I told you I am on live chat? Like, here, we'll come down to the main monitor for a second. Everybody brace yourself. There. I don't know why my stuff wasn't connected. But, yeah. Yeah, as you can see. Yeah, it just doesn't show up. Yeah, either just send me a DM or post it to the server. There we go, we'll reload the chat. It'll stop it. Alright, we'll pull it up on the game window here. Yeah, I don't know what YouTube doesn't like about that either. You know, it's not like I've been... You know, it's not like I have super specific parameters for what I tell YouTube to just remove from the chat. So, I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you.
It ain't me, I'm not on my phone, I'm laying down.
Hey, nice. I meant that I was thinking about more cheery stuff. Or something. I think I get it. But still, have you ever read anything by Shel Silverstein? It sounds familiar. Maybe when I was a kid. My mom used to take me to the library when I was little, so... Probably YouTube auto mod. I could see it. Well, he did write a lot for children, so I wouldn't be surprised if you did. He's famous for using simple words and conversation tones to tell all sorts of stories. His poems are of a variety of different lengths and cover a range of different emotions. Funny, endearing, sad. Even though most people think of him as a children's author and poet, many of his works express universal views of the world. And he actually wrote some black comedy as well. So you could say that he was pretty good at subverting expectations. I don't know why we're posted about that in chat. Interesting. So is Natsuki kind of like that then? You could say that. She's not quite the Renaissance man that Silverstein is. At least, not yet. But you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They may seem easy enough to read through on the surface, but they can pack a lot of meaning in very few words. I see. It's definitely a type of poem that's fun to explore. Yeah, I'm sure I'll end up doing a lot of different things before I settle on my own style. And it's still a while before I'm completely comfortable sharing my writing. That's perfectly fine. In fact, I'd be more surprised if you immediately started writing with your own style. Most people go through the same process that you're going through right now. Trying new things is the best way to find the kind of style that suits you, after all. Anyway, when you talk to everyone about it, naturally they'll be a bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. After all, I know I am. But don't force yourself to write in some way just because someone else wants you to. You should try to focus on what you want to do. Feel free to ask me for help anytime, though. I try to be as objective as possible when I talk to people about these topics. Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Always on duty as club president, eh? Well, let's get to reading then. Yep. Monty complaining about being stuck in the mud. Poor Monty. Should I be scared? You pinged a video? Oh, Keanu Reeves memes from Cyberpunk 2077. Halo Master Chief Collection in the request channel? I really gotta update my request list, because there's a lot of stuff I need to add to the list. So, what do you think? I don't quite know how to say it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. I definitely get a certain kind of feeling from reading your poem, but I'm not quite sure how to put it into words. I can understand that. Just try to articulate it however you can. You can use metaphors outside of poetry, you know. Well, I suppose when you put it like that... No, I'd say your poem is kind of... abstract? Very vague, at least. Well, to the untrained observer. To the uninitiated. I can't quite tell exactly what you're talking about, but even so, I can feel what the speaker's feeling. Yeah, I think that describes my poem pretty well. Ugh, really? I do like my metaphors. Yes, you do. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find a poem without a metaphor, actually. Yeah, they're pretty well covered in English class, at least. The ability to convey emotions and concepts through words describing things even the writer might never have experienced before. I find that really powerful. When you write metaphorically, it allows the reader to focus on the emotions in the poem. I guess it kind of opens it up for the reader to have their own interpretation then, huh? Exactly. It's fascinating when people can diverge from the creator's original intent to find their own meaning in a work of art. Yeah, I love that kind of thing. Yeah. What was your original intent then? I think it'd be more fun if you tried to figure it out for yourself. Reading with emotion, Taylor Swift metal covers in a nutshell. Oh god. I don't even want to think about that. I have to suffer through enough of her music at work. I don't want to think about metal covers of those. Like, no. Just 2 letters. No. Although, since you bring up oddball covers, let me see something here. Will it pop up in one of my playlists here? I might have to go searching for it. Oh yeah, here it is. Here, yeah, let me pull up something that showed up in my recent feed the other day on YouTube. This here. Yeah, this popped up in my feed the other day, and I'm like, huh, you know, that's actually not bad. One of the comments on that I actually really resonated with was, shows how a lot of the beats in Sonic games tend to come from pop tunes. Yeah, like, it's actually not bad. Here, actually, let me just grab the track and put it in the music channel on the server for you. Yeah, here you go. Yep. For you. There you go. Now, people of the future, don't take that out of context. I also need to figure out when I'm gonna play Classic Doom eventually, because I picked those up on Steam when they were on sale for a couple bucks, and I want to play those at some point. I just got to figure out what source port. Yeah, I just got to figure out what source port I want to use. That just makes me more curious now. Maybe I'll tell you one day. But for now, here is Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or anything for that matter, you get too fixated on a specific point. But if you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. So the best thing to do is to just force yourself to get something down on the paper, and then tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and write whatever's in your heart. That's not what you said before. Easier said than done. I get what she's trying to say, though. Have a good one, Imprudent. It's better to look back on your work with fresh eyes after you've gotten something down sometimes. You know what they say, hindsight is 20/20. Always easier to look back with hindsight than it is to judge in the moment. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Is everything okay? Oh, goodness. Sorry. I know what I want to convey, but I need to find the right words. I understand. Take your time. Okay, I think I know what I want to say. Do you have any prior writing experience? To be honest, not really. Is it that obvious? I don't mean to be rude, but I guessed that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad, huh? No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. She buries her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we're not really getting anywhere. Yuri seems to be incredibly introverted. It must take her a long time to warm up to new people. Don't worry about it. We all start somewhere, right? What were you saying? Right. I've just noticed a few qualities consistent with new writers that show up in your poem. Perhaps what stands out the most is that you've tried very hard to make the structure of this poem your own. And that's okay, but if this is the first poem you've written, it might be prudent to consider more traditional structures, couplets, sonnets, haiku, and the like. If you're not confident in your writing style, it'll show in your piece. It's like Yuri is a totally different person once she gets going. Yep. Like me with a high round. Struggle to get set up, but once I am, I'm off to the races. She sounds incredibly confident, stands tall, speaking clearly. Again, that's not your fault. I think that once you've studied poetic structures and techniques a bit more, you'll be able to put together a truly wonderful composition. I appreciate the feedback, Yuri. Sounds like you're well versed in this sort of thing. Would it be okay if I took a look at what you've written? Oh goodness, of course! Please let me know what you think. I'd be thrilled to explain my process. She smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. She herself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? That's what we all think. Yep, tumble. So yeah, she doesn't just have her usual poem. I don't remember this one. We probably had this one in the Sierra Rob playthrough, but I don't know. You can read it if you like. This line at the end kind of gets me, though. You need all the pieces to fix something. Please don't look for it. There are more important things for you to do today. That last line kind of gets me. I don't know why. I'm sorry if my writing's a bit illegible. Once my pen touches the page, I just want to get my thoughts down. What? It's fine, Yuri. I was able to read it just fine. Wasn't thinking that at all, actually. Are you sure? It seemed to take you a while to read it. I guess I don't see cursive often, otherwise known as script in other parts of the world. But it's really nice when I do. Your writing's actually quite pretty. Is that so? I'm glad you think so. Made your poem stand out even more as well. It's as though your handwriting fits your word choice, or vice versa. It wasn't too short, was it? I'm used to writing longer pieces, but since this is the first time we're sharing, I thought it would be easier to share. That makes sense. Do you mind telling me what it's about, though? I'm not sure I understand. Sorry, I didn't mean to write something confusing. It's not that, I just want to be sure I'm reading it properly. I see. I suppose from a cursory glance it might not be obvious. Part of what makes poetry magical is how it can conjure up a vivid image with your words. While on the surface it might seem a bit out there, if you look a little deeper, you might be able to find a deeper meaning but hidden amongst the lines, compounded by the metaphors used. For example, the words and images in this poem aren't meant to be taken at face value. In actuality, it's supposed to represent the last remnants of something lost to the past, and the sense of plaintive longing that comes with it. What's up, Lisa? Haven't seen you for a little while. How are you? Huh. That's actually pretty impressive when you put it that way. Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but thanks for the compliment. I'm doing alright. Took a bit of a break after that moon game I did, but I'm back now. Wish we had Sansy with us, but he actually has some stuff in the morning to do, so I had to call it a bit early. He's with us in spirit, though. Why do you sound like Monica, Chase? You got your favorite dance game at work? What'd you get? Thanks for the compliment. Hopefully during your time here, your understanding of poetry will grow, and these things will come to you naturally. I'll do my best. Thanks for sharing with me, Yuri.
I think for another half hour, and then we'll call it.
Alright, we'll try to get through all the Act 1 stuff. So we can start on Act 2. Your favorite dance game is Pump It Up. Chase, tell me about it. What kind of a dance game is it? Like, what do you do? Besides dance, obviously.
I'm pretty sure you can hear it in my voice.
Oh yeah, I can tell. Long day today?
Yeah, badminton.
Yeah. Alright. We're gonna skip ahead here. Maybe I should defer to one of the club's leaders, so of course that's going to be...
Monica.
Either Sayuri or Monica. I don't know if this matters for any particular route. put that there on the last page just in case. We're gonna go with Monty. We're both Monikins. It would be blasphemous for us to pick anything else. Ah, it's like DDR. Okay. I honestly don't know what to do in this situation. I quickly glance over to Monika. Monika nods at me and approaches the two of them. Yuri and Natsuki, this is... She clears her throat. Is it just me, or did her confident persona seem to waver a bit? That is, this is no way to act in our club. Monika does seem sort of disoriented. She's probably not used to such confrontation. I think she's like me, she likes to avoid confrontation. You're kind of setting a bad example. Ben's probably really uncomfortable. Not to mention, there's really no reason for this argument to be happening. My boss ran his game card through the machine and told me to have at it while he stood back and watched. How'd you do? But Monika! No! I can't have this in the club. You kidding me? Don't you see how Yuri is treating me? She's being a massive jerk right now. There's so much reason for this argument. Included your favorite song on both normal and hard? Well, one of them, and which one is that? Excuse me, Natsuki, but it's actually your own toxic behavior that led to this. Yuri really emphasized that toxic bit. Toxic behavior? What are you talking about? Are you even listening to yourself? This is exactly why no one wants to be your... I've never seen that sprite. Enough! Monika seems to have gotten over herself and now looks livid. You guys are supposed to be friends, aren't you? It's so foolish how you two are acting. Don't you have any consideration for the other club members? You're even making Ben uncomfortable. Yuri, didn't you say yourself that you wanted to make him feel as welcome as possible? What happened to that? I didn't mean to make him feel that way. And don't forget Sayori. She always acts in everyone's best interests, while you two act like this? I wasn't trying to do anything either. Just being honest. Yuri is... Let me finish, Natsuki. Bad apple from the Toho games. I've thought about trying the Toho games on multiple occasions. My problem with Toho is I don't really know where to start. I would ask you to please reconsider the way you are treating one another. You guys are obviously talented with your writing skills. You both have unique aspects to your writing styles. That's what makes you guys special. To be fair, I'm obviously not good with handling situations like this, but don't admit that. There's a sudden pause for a minute. I decided to break the silence. I agree with Monika. Fighting will only cause everyone to split apart, and to be honest... For sure, man, for sure. I really like it here, and I believe if there's any resentment held over, it just won't be the same. Both are speechless. Yuri is the first to speak. I'm just going to make tea. Yeah. Natsuki remains silent and takes a seat, only to stare into nothingness. I slide next to Sayori. Man, see why she's president. Yeah, she is pretty great. Even though she doubts herself, I think she handled that pretty well. I'd say it's debatable. I don't know. Monika seems like such a genuine, sweet girl. Hopefully I'll be able to properly get to know her during the school year. She very much is, my boy. She very much is. Alright, and... Alright, we'll overwrite save number 2. Now we need more Naki words. Yep, kawaii. That one's obvious. Let's see, live. We established... No, that awesome was Sarah. Well, we got Lollipop, so we're good. We good. Mausoleum. Parfait is Naki. Lipstick, Naki. Ribbon, Naki. Poof, Naki. Because her dad wants to make her go poof. Shit, did I say that out loud? Sing is Sayori? Well, Natsuki is pouty, so... Now we give her a boop. Yep, Natsuki want kiss. Natsuki jump. Natsuki floof. Natsuki pink. I was gonna say, yep. Doki Doki. Natsuki. That one trips me up so much in Hangman on Moss. As you would know all too well, because you know my opening on Hangman, RSDLNE. That does not work against Doki Doki. You just instantly lose, because none of those letters are in there. Alright, yep, pop. Natsuki want pop. Natsuki want bun. Scarf. Nope, jumpy. Natsuki want some milk. Natsuki give cookie. Sounds more like a Sayori thing. Oh wait, no. Natsuki email. No, that's definitely a Natsuki thing. Because Natsuki literally gives Sayori a cookie. Alright. Skibbity bop bibbity. Alright, back to more Natsuki route stuff. So, you ready? Oh, right. I wasn't expecting Natsuki to want to start reading so quick. Not that I wasn't looking forward to it. But, well, let's get going. Alright, I'll follow you. That sounds about right. She excitedly walks over to the closet as I trail behind. You're gonna like this volume, Ben. Missing transition again. That's a few now I've noticed on Natsuki route. Man, they really put all the effort into the Sayori route, didn't they?
Yep, they did.
Bruh. You're gonna like this volume, Ben. All that overarching plot you've been wanting, finally. Monica! What? Something wrong? I glanced inside the closet and immediately noticed the problem. All of Natsuki's boxes are sitting on the top shelf. Again! Did you move all my stuff again? About that. The teacher got mad because of how much room your stuff was taking up and moved it around. I was going to try and put it back, but I didn't have enough time this morning. Sorry. Oh, that's just great. Natsuki attempts to reach the top shelf, but with little success. She moves around some of the school supplies on the lower shelves to make room. There, that's plenty of room. I'm moving these back down. I notice a collapsible stool hanging on the side of the closet wall. Here, use this. I take the stool off the wall and hand it to Natsuki, who quickly props it up and hops on. The stool is just barely high enough to allow Natsuki to retrieve one of her boxes. She uses her fingertips to inch the box towards the edge of the shelf. Once she gets a good grip on it, she quickly hops off the stool. See? Easy. Natsuki holds up the box triumphantly before placing it on one of the lower shelves. Do you want me to get the rest of them? I can handle it myself. Just need something taller. She pokes her head out of the closet and scans the room. Natsuki would be perfect for intentional throw short people day. I was gonna say, Chase, stop it. You're giving Monica ideas. She had that devious look on her face just a minute ago. All the chairs are attached to the desks, so it'd be impossible to get one of them in the closet. Aha! She heads for the teacher's desk and retrieves the computer chair sitting behind it. I watch as she wheels it into the closet and proudly hops on. I told you I didn't need your help. I'm perfectly capable of doing this on my own. Whoa! Since the computer chair is on wheels, it swivels from side to side as Natsuki stands on it. Steady, steady. Natsuki clearly doesn't want any help, so I just idle in the doorway of the closet and watch. She shakily grabs boxes and places them on the lower shelves. Ah, here it is! She pulls the Parfait Girls set box off the shelf. She then opens the box and digs around in it with one end while holding the box with the other. Suddenly the chair starts to give out under Natsuki's feet. Yeah! I rush over to Natsuki, placing my hands on the back of the chair and propping my foot under one of the wheels. Luckily, I managed to steady the chair and prevent Natsuki from falling off. The manga, on the other hand... Ah, the box! Shit. I feel books shower down on my head and my back. The hard cover's leaving a painful bruise. Damn, dude really got hit with a book shower. Rest in fuck. I saw that. I saw you picked up the new Modern Warfare game. You'll have to let me know what you think. Because I'm admittedly curious. Yeah, they really tried to mesh like Warzone with zombies. And I'm just not a fan of that concept. My interest in Warzone is non-existent, so them trying to mesh my favorite mode with that is just no. Like, I'm sorry, just no. That's why I've been focusing so much on the old games lately. Natsuki quickly jumps off the chair. God, look what you did, idiot! What I did? You made me drop the books everywhere. You would have fallen off the chair if I didn't act. I would have been fine. Uh-huh. Bet. Natsuki turns back to the closet as if reflecting on the events that just occurred. When she turns back, she lowers her head. Okay, maybe you did help me from falling. So, thanks. You're welcome. Now, we should probably clean up this mess. We both get on our knees and begin cleaning up the spilled manga novels. Luckily, none of them got damaged in the fall. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think of the zombies mode in that game. There's only around 15 or so books, so they finish fairly quickly. Once everything is back in the box, Natsuki puts the box back on the shelf, but not before I snag the second volume. Still want to read? I hold up the book. The expression Natsuki makes is priceless, and I can't help but smile. I guess my stance is, they're kind of going for what they were doing with Outbreak in Cold War. And I mean, I don't mind Outbreak, but I don't want that to be the main mode. Like, that's not what I'm here for. We can continue this conversation in much greater depth in the VC later, because Zach wants to get off in about 15 minutes. So I'll be there for a bit while I keep brainstorming and training in Scarlet and Violet for that raid. But yeah, I don't want what they've got right now to be the main thing. I don't want that to be the main mode. Natsuki was right. It gets really good in the second volume. I was right, wasn't I? Yeah, that was pretty good. Told you so. Okay, everyone. It's time to share poems again. Guess we'll read some more later, huh? You sound like you're excited. I am, actually. I give Natsuki a wave before heading back to my seat and grabbing my poem. She reads my poem. By now, she had to have read it at least twice. I need to get that sand sound effect. Because every time I see an ellipse, I just want to play that sand sound effect. Is everything alright?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Natsuki looks down at my palm.
It's good. Okay, really good. There, I said it!
Then what's the problem?
This wasn't how it was supposed to go. I was supposed to be the pro. You were supposed to write like me. Instead, you just...
Her voice trails off. Natsuki, I do write like you.
Huh?
My style is heavily influenced by yours. Did you not notice that before? You don't just spell it out like that! Come on, man! She reads my poem once more. Her face turns completely red as she reads, and once she finishes, she looks down at the floor. Natsuki, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. Not only is your poetry really good, but you also fight against the trend of normal poetry, and you fight hard. That alone is pretty impressive. Don't sell yourself short. You are the pro. I'm just trying to live up to your skill level. She takes a moment to digest what I just said.
Really?
Really?
Thanks.
No problem. Now let's see your poem.
Yeah, sure.
I don't get it.
I don't get why people will hate on good rhymes. They act like it's dumb and a waste of their time. I don't diss their free verse or deep subject types. Be dark all you want, just keep in your gripes. Oh sure, you can tell me if you have a problem. Just keep it constructive and things will be awesome. I'd like to know that our readers will differ. There is no best style, you smuggled glue sniffer. My poems may be simple and often straightforward, but charm can be found in such whimsy and order. Not all poems can be as complex as you'd like. If you think otherwise, you can go take a hike. What about kids or the elderly too? Some read for fun, I guess unlike you. Let us just go and enjoy what is written. You won't like it all, that much is a given. Give things a chance. You might find something nice. Just open your mind and that will suffice.
Yeah. That's very nice, Natsuki.
So, what do you think?
I mean, it's well written at least. Not sure how I should confront Natsuki about this, but to say that she still holds a grudge from yesterday would be an understatement. God forbid Yuri sees this poem.
Well, that's a given. But yeah, you could say I was inspired. It really felt good to pound out these lines. Poetry's an amazing emotional outlet, you know.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I can't wait to show Yuri this poem.
Wait, hold on a minute.
What?
Natsuki, do you really think showing her this poem is a good idea? You're really going at her throat with this one. Don't you think that you should work out your issues with her personally?
Yeah, well, she never tries to see things my way. So why should I?
I think that's the wrong way to go about this. Relationships are a two-way street. Both people have to work to make things right. Why don't you try being the bigger person and just talk to her first?
But I already know that she's not gonna try. She's just always so preoccupied with looking complicated and smart. It's clear to me that she doesn't care if anyone can understand her. Including me.
You can't understand her if you don't even try. She might speak using a more complex vocabulary. She may have mannerisms that seem strange to you. From what I've seen of the both of you, she's more similar to you than you might think.
That...
Aren't you judging a book by its cover right now?
Ugh! Whatever!
You can't hold this grudge forever, you know. At least think of Monica and Sayori.
Fine! I won't show Yuri my poem. You happy?
I'm very happy. But I won't be until you try and talk to her. She's not gonna bite, Natsuki.
Right, I get it. Try to talk to her sometime.
Thanks. Gonna do the club crowd.
Shut up! You know, I'm glad that we share a similar writing style at least. It's cool to talk to someone who, well, gets me. I've been enjoying sharing with you, so consider yourself lucky. Alright, I will. Be looking forward to tomorrow. Same here. Now see your... Ooh, I really like this one, Ben. Better than yesterday's, huh? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Very indecisive, are you, Sayori? I can relate. It's not very helpful, you know. Sorry. I'm probably not the best person to get feedback from. Monica once told me it's impossible to really rate a poem because they're so subjective. So I just judge poems through my heart. I guess I look for how the poem makes me feel. I hope that helps? Sort of? I guess some feedback is better than none at all, right? Yeah! Speaking of feedback, do you want to read my poem now? Sure. Ooh, Bottle's poem. Wow, Sayori. Didn't expect this at all. Did you really write this? Of course I did. Remember, I said I'd write the best poem ever yesterday. Well, here it is. After all, Monica has taught me a lot. And I've really been in touch with my feelings recently. So that's what this poem's about. I suppose that much was obvious. Unlike Yuri's or Monica's poems, hers are relatively simple to figure out. So, if I've interpreted this correctly, you're basically doing everything you can to keep your friends happy? Yay! You got it! I really enjoyed writing this one. Just getting your thoughts out onto paper and turning them into a poem, it's like magic. Well, I think it's amazing. You should be really proud of this one. Thank you, Ben. That means a lot. I didn't think it was that good, though. No, it's great. Seriously. I can't help but notice that the latter half of the poem isn't quite as cheery. In fact, it's somewhat alarming. Very dark contrast from the cheeriness I'm used to with Sayori. Though, maybe I'm looking into this a little too much, but the end of the poem is pretty... dark? And you said you've been in touch with your feelings recently, so I'm just checking. Is everything okay? Of course, silly. I forgot to tell you, I really like writing about bittersweet stuff. Stuff that isn't just happy or just sad. A mixture of the two. And this poem shows what I mean. It's just my writing style. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Bet. Well, either way, I'm glad you're enjoying writing so much. I hope you keep it up. Good to have a hobby. Of course. And hopefully you'll also stick with it. So I look forward to seeing all the poems you write in the future. Well, no guarantees there. But just from seeing the passion in Sayori's eyes, it's hard to be pessimistic. Monkey. Hi again, Ben. I'm trusting that the club's been doing you well. Same answer as yesterday. Hehe, that's nice to hear. So how's the writing going? Alright, I guess. Just alright, I guess I should say that it's revolutionized my world and brought color into my previously lifeless... life. Well, I say that, but the club, if not the poetry, really has made my days more interesting. Okay, can it with the sarcasm, mister. Hey, that's my job. At least you're not hating it though, right? No, it's been an interesting experience at the very least. Gives me a new hobby. I'm happy that you're applying yourself at least. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. Alright. I can see that you put in some good effort there. You wrote in the same style as yesterday, huh? I guess so. No need to look so nervous, I was just saying. Natsuki must have rubbed off on you. I mean, it's only natural that someone's writing style would rub off on me, given how I've been spending time with all you more experienced writers. That does make sense, but I wouldn't want you to feel forced to imitate everyone's styles just to pander to us either. So just write however you want. Anyway, Natsuki's poems are cute because they tend to put an emphasis on meter, rhyme scheme, and simple, straightforward words. These all contribute to giving her poetry a more sing-song quality.
Yep.
You could say that her poems become almost musical with their inherent beats. Of course, the words she uses are usually just plain cute as well. This is all just to say that your poetry has the same qualities.
Yeah, I guess I do some of that stuff.
I just like playing around with the syllables and trying to get my poems to flow. That's definitely one of the main differences between poetry and prose. In poetry, you're able to change up how you want words to be said and even perceived. And speaking of flow, have you ever noticed that rap is kind of like another form of poetry?
Yeah, it kind of is.
I guess I've never thought about it that way.
You could say the same about a lot of genres of music, the way it's written at least.
But yeah, I guess song lyrics are just another form of poetry.
Exactly.
Especially rap, since they need to focus on wordplay and fitting lines to rhythms. I actually used to hate rap music.
Well, I don't think that's too uncommon a sentiment. Yep, a sentiment shared by yours truly. I think we'll wrap up this day and then we're gonna call it. We might have lost Zach.
No, I'm still here. I'm just...
Okay. Well, I just noticed what time it is, so...
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap it up soon.
Okay.
Yeah. Fortunately, some of my friends got more into it and helped me keep an open mind. It might sound kind of silly, but I wish I had a rapper in the literature club. I just think it would be really interesting to see what they came up with.
Well, if I find any rappers, I'll let you know. But in the meantime, want to show me your poem now? I think it's about time you let your poem shine.
Sure thing, Ben. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Let's take a look. Pressurized.
Oof.
Brutal.
What?
Oh, Monica's poem. Pressurized.
Oh, so it's talking about her stuff.
Uh-huh. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Really freeform, too, if that's what you call it.
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
I never said that. It's the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Other girls don't do this stuff nearly as much as you, at least.
Yeah, you could say they're a bit more traditional when it comes to their structure. But I like to play with my spacing on the paper. Choosing where and how to space for your words can totally change the mood of the poem.
Oh, Caleb, do you have the new Modern Warfare game as well?
It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. It fragments everything and leaves a dissonant tone with the reader.
I see. I guess there's a lot of things you can do with poetry. That's fair, I guess. One thing I'm thinking of doing one of these days in the VC is getting a bunch of us together to play a big like free-for-all match on Cold War. Because that sounds like fun to me.
Definitely. Poetry is very much an art form. You're meant to craft poems using never-before-seen combinations of words to interpret the world around you.
Yeah, when me, Joey, and Rabbit played, I actually ended up performing pretty well against them, so I want to get more of the boys together. Yeah, maybe when I get Plutonium set up with BO2 multiplayer, we can try that sometime. We'd have to set the stipulations of the match, though. You really love poetry, don't you? Yeah, Onyx, I share your sentiment. I have had very little interest in all of the recent COD games. I'm gonna see what Cold War looks like, and I know to some people it sounds like I'm in an abusive relationship when I say that, but COD games are kind of hit or miss with me. But usually there's something I can enjoy about each entry. That hasn't really been the case with a lot of the newer ones, though. Like,
for the MW3, the only thing I hate is the campaign.
Oh yeah,
and
a lot of
zombies.
people dunked on the campaign. A lot of people dunked on the campaign for that game. They said it was actually the most ass campaign in the entire franchise.
Yep.
And that's
It
saying
is.
something, you know, considering the likes of COD Ghosts is a thing. MW 2019 was the last enjoyable one, minus Cold War Zombies. I did not
Cold War-
enjoy
Cold
Modern
War-
Warfare 2019.
Cold War's campaign is probably one of my favorite modern day campaigns in COD.
I need to replay that one on the channel so I can do it on like Veteran or some shit. Because I need to play through it
a
again.
Blast.
I had a lot of fun when I played through it. I really enjoyed it.
It's really fun.
And I want to
like
play through it again. Eventually. Like a lot of things.
it. Eventually.
Yep. Maybe you should write a poem about poetry someday. Boy, that's some Matrix level shit. You never played
That's
the
that's
Cold War
something
campaign?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh yeah, I can see him doing that. For sure.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Anyway, it's so hard for me to tell what your poem's about. Oh?
A little funny thing I realized about Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah?
For a project that So for a project in creative writing, you had to pick like a songwriter or author as a person to ask questions like an interview. And my first two options were Eminem, obviously, and Stephen King, but my third option was Edgar Allan Poe. And there's a question on it that says, if there was a song related to you, what would it be? The song that would relate to Edgar Allan Poe, in my personal opinion, would be the Halloween theme from the 1980s movie. You know, the piano one?
Can't say off the top of my head. No.
That
melody sounds familiar.
Yeah, if just look it up, you'll know it.
What was it again?
The Halloween theme.
Oh,
from the
yeah,
first
that
film.
one. Yeah, I know that.
I think that would really relate to Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, you think so? Alright, we're gonna
Because
speed
of his
this
theme
up.
of
We've all
of
seen
writing.
this dialogue from Monica. I hate to do that to Monty, but we need to speed this up.
I mean, hey,
we'll
she
do the
did say
same
that
with
she was gonna
Yuri,
follow the script.
unless there's some new dialogue here. Well, it's all over. I guess not. Yeah, I wanted to get to the more Natsuki route specific stuff, but I wanted to include some more of the important bits with the route decisions.
There's always next week.
Yep. That's actually an interesting question. I would walk home with Natsuki, and I would still walk home with Sayori.
Damn.
Since we're doing Natsuki route, oh boy.
You got no.
Boink. Act 1 syndrome in a nutshell. Yep.
Every mod start ever.
Oh yeah.
Unless you're original.
Kind of tempted to say top options for going Natsuki route.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? His heart goes doki
God damn
doki. I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? I guess so, yeah. You admitted it! But that still has nothing to do with what I said. Besides, what's the point of speculating about something that's never gonna happen? I don't know. I guess I just like to think about how different things could be. Yeah. As a guy with no online as a kid, campaign was all the enjoyments of COD for you. Ha! Yeah, there's a reason why a lot of people do that. But I like to play from the beginning. I don't like to just judge based on the new, the new things that are added. Why, though? Even if I did walk with her, it's not like you'd be replaced or anything. We'd still be friends, right? It already looks distant. I guess. Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. Why would she ask a question like that? I don't know. Does walking home with me really mean that much to her? If it does, then I guess I shouldn't take it away from her. Boink! And that's where we'll pick up next week. Hopefully when we have Sansy with us.
Yeah, we'll probably will have Sansy with us.
I'm sure.
And he'll ruin our ear.
But yeah, just kind of a chill start to Natsuki route. Saw a couple of the Act 1 scenes. Just kind of sat and talked. Nothing wrong with that.
Basically a podcast episode.
Yep. So yeah, I'll make sure to put for part 2. People of the future, you're not really missing anything by skipping part 1.
Just put that in the title.
Uh-huh. I guess.
Or in the description.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description after we sign off for the night here. But
unless you like to massacre your brain with Act 1 syndrome from the base game, skip part 1.
Yes, pretty much. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. So yeah, nice to be back. And we'll see you guys tomorrow with some Aokana. After the hockey game, that is.
Also, in my personal opinion, Aokana is kind of... It's basically Minecraft Elytra Flying, but visual novel.
That's actually a really fun way to think about it. Never thought about it like that. I'm looking forward to seeing how that game develops.
Think about it.
The story in it, anyway.
Think about it. It's just gliders on your back with rockets.
Yep, except these ones are on foot.
My logic is flawless.
Yes, it is. Well, I'm gonna let you get going, Zach. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow with some Aokana.
I'm very tired.
Yeah.
Good night.
Have a good one. And for all of y'all people of the future and people of the present, thank you all for watching. And until next time,
Take care.